everyone, welcome back to Messy and Beautiful. I'm Sarah Jane, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of the 19th of July with the kit that I got from Mundane Sunday. You might remember that I'm doing some PR for Mundane Sunday at the moment. My code is Sarah15 and I'll leave a link to the website down below if you wanted to go and grab anything from the shop. Now, one of the things I got in my PR haul that you might have seen a few weeks ago was this kit, and it's the rainbow kit. I'm not going to take you through it because I went through it in that video, but I've kept everything together, and then that's the deco sheet that goes with it. So I'm going to be just trialling it out really. I've not used one of their kits before, so it'll be my first attempt, and you know, there might be a bit of searching through and that sort of thing. But I'm just going to see how it fits my happy planner. I use a classic vertical in case you haven't seen my videos before. And I'm just going to start off by peeling off washi strips and sticking them down the bottom, just really to see if they fit the width of my planner. And it looks as though they do mostly, if you don't mind a little bit of white space around it. I just thought that this would be nice around the bottom. So I've had a quick look at the kit before I started just to kind of get an idea of what there is. I am going to cover up this quote that says life is meant for good friends and great adventures. I should have thought about that before I started, but as per usual, I don't plan things out. I just kind of plan as I normally would and switch the camera on and chat gibberish while I'm doing it. So the next thing that I'm going to look at doing, I always tend to start with the box stickers because... No, I'm not. So the next thing I'm going to do is just use the date covers. They are so bright and colourful and sunny, and it just makes me really happy. Now, I don't know what the weather's going to be like for next week, but I'm going to put in the sunshine and the rainbows and anything that makes me smile, because anything that can bring us a little bit of positivity at any time in our lives is always a good thing. I am leaving the dates at the top, so although they're Mickey heads, they don't actually match the spread, but that doesn't annoy me because I've kind of got used to it now as well. I'm like 6 months into this planner. And I also don't mind them that much because they're black. They're quite neutral. So I don't tend to necessarily notice that they're Mickey heads. But of course, I went for the Disney planner. So I've got a bit of Disney, you know, dotted throughout. I'm just going along. I'm not quite putting them right up above the boxes, so they do overlap into the box just a little bit, maybe 0.5 centimetre, just because I don't want to cover up the dates, because otherwise I've got to go back and find something to put in there, or use the date dots, whereas my plan is already dated, so it's just easier for me to do it this way. I said in my haul video that I quite like the handwriting as well. So these look like they are, you know, genuinely handwritten stickers rather than a font, like a digital font. I don't know if they are or not. And obviously, so, like the habit trackers are a digital font, but these day covers look like they are handwritten. And I just think it's a really nice touch to go along with this kit. So there we go. So that's how I'm starting. I now have zero idea of what I'm going to do. So this looks as though it's like a double box. So I might start there because that's going to take up the most space, rather than trying to find a space for it later down the line and then not having the room. And I am going to put it in the middle of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. As you've probably heard me say thousands of times already, those are my working days, so I need less space to do, you know, at home jobs and planning as such, because I don't have as many plans on those days. So I'm just trying to match up the lines, because it is 2 separate boxes, but because they do flow together, I thought I would try and get them to sit nicely. And then this one says always look for the rainbow. And it kind of brings you to the end of the rainbow. So I am thinking that I might put it towards the bottom. I can't think offhand what I've got going on. Oh, I'm at a wedding. It's always good, isn't it, when you remember what you're actually doing. Yes, I do know what I'm doing this week. Okay, and then this one looks like the start of the rainbow. So I'm going to put it on Monday. Although it looks like it finishes the other end. I'm just debating whether to put it down here instead. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put her down here. Although she looks like she's sitting on like a sunny cloud. So maybe I won't. Maybe I will stick to up here. There we go. Kind of doesn't have the effect anyway because the rainbow doesn't follow all the way through all of the stickers, because I imagine that would be incredibly complicated. But then there's a little sunshine with a birdhouse. I might put her down, this one down here, because it kind of completes the skyline, if you like. Although that could be the ground effectively. I don't know. I'm just talking gibberish and just trying to look at it and see, you know, what I think. But I'm just trying to think of placement, just depending on like what's actually in the sticker, which I don't normally do, in terms of like where it is in the sky and that sort of stuff. And then there's a little cute one of Eric sitting behind a fence with some sunflowers. So I'm going to put him here. And then I'm going to put this one over here. So actually there's enough for a sticker a day, like a box sticker each day. Just not full boxes. I quite like that. I quite like that I've got something every single day across the whole spread, because it brings it all together quite nicely. So, what else have we got? Got a couple of headers. I really like this sunflower type header. Oh, what I might do, let's have a look. What flowers have we got in here? I think it's mostly sunflowers, and I think like the wildflowers are less featured in the actual full boxes. So what I'm thinking of doing is covering up where it says notes and just trying to think which two would look the best, and I actually think it's going to be those two. So I'm going to try and keep them together and use that over here. That covers that up quite well. I might actually put a third one in just to complete that sunflower a little bit. I could have put all 5 down here actually if I'd have thought about it, but I've started now. There we go. And then there's a little weekend banner, so I think I'm going to put that up just above Rosie in the corner. It doesn't quite fit the boxes. Maybe if I put the bow on the corner, it's also not quite. There we go. Right, so there's that. Now I've kind of come away from, you know, my next week box, my 2 habit trackers in the corner, but I am going to put it back in this week because they do have them in this kit, so that's quite nice for me to be able to bring that back, because it was working as well, me putting in my plans for next week, go in this box over here. And then I need a smaller box just to be able to write the heading on the top. Just wondering which one to go for. I might go for the green. I should have left a little bit more space. That's not going to fit. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move this one down. Test of how they peel off as well. And actually they peel off quite easily. That wasn't too complicated. I'm going to put that just below because I don't want to, I spent that time doing that sunflower. I don't want to just cover it over. There we go. There we are, so I can write next week in here, unless there's a script of it. I don't think there is. I think there's this week. Important. Do you know what? I'm going to use that one. Because it is important. That's next week. And then I'm going to put in my 2 habit trackers because I've got them. I'm going to go for blue and pink, I think, this time. So these are quite small habit trackers. which I quite like because I don't, you know, you don't need them to take up an awful lot of room. I am going to just leave a bit of a gap, just in case there's any deco I want to put around it. But you can also write in what you're tracking as well, which I like in a habit tracker rather than it just being a, you know, tick box exercise with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because I track different things from time to time depending on how I'm feeling and what I'm up to. Right, so you only get checklist boxes. It's the only thing. We know I love a checklist. I absolutely love a checklist. I don't tend to use this style as much as I would just a straight checklist. But I'm going to make it work because that's what I have. So there is a to-do sticker. So let's go for green. I think I'm going to put one down. Maybe I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to go for green over here, and I'm going to put the heading to do. Although I say I don't use these as much, the one thing I do like is that you get the different lengths, that you get 3 and then this one's got 7 on it. And I quite like that because you don't always need 7 things in a day. Sometimes you only have 3 things on your list. So it saves me having to cut them down and, you know, get my craft knife out. I'm trying to not do the same colour as the date up the top. So I'll put another one in here. And then I'm going to go for a longer one on Friday. I think I'm going to go pink because the backgrounds of the boxes are all blue. So using the blue is just a bit like adding more blue, if you like. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put it in on Thursday. I just think it's going to look better. Because the reality is for me, some days I don't fill them up anyway. And then I just go back and use them if I need the space. There we go. And then I think I'll have one more. So I've got blue left there. The other thing about blue is that it's quite easy to match, whereas pinks are a bit more difficult. That's kind of the blushy pink, so I'm going to use the other pink on Saturday. And I am going to leave a space so I can put in a like header across the top. And in fact, I might use the Deco headers for this. Maybe I'll take that to-do sticker off, because I don't use the Deco headers, do I? So let's give it a try. I'm not sure on I'm still not sure on glitter headers. I still don't think they're my thing. But I can use these ones that have got the patterns on them. One of these days I will de-stash my glitter headers and that's all there will be, because I use everything else and it's just the one thing that I tend not to use. I know some people absolutely adore them. If you are that person, let me know. What do you do with them other than this? I quite like that as one piece. So I'm going to go for the pink flowers this time. I've left a little bit too much room for a header strip. My planning is never as neat as some other people's, but it does what I need it to do. And that's the other thing I always say, and you've probably heard me say before, is it's your planner. Do what you want. Stop looking at Instagram and going, my planner's not good enough, because it is. If it does what you need it to do, then that is its purpose. And this is not a need, but this is good fun for me. So put that one in there, and then we'll go for one at the top over this side. Just here. So they've all got like header strips above them, so I can go back and put some other scripts in. I'll probably use some of my scripts from the Lemon Journal, because I've still got quite a lot left over, even though I'm not doing PR anymore. And the other thing I would like to do, I'd like to use this as one piece, again, just because I like the flower on it. So what I might do is put it where I'm going to have a box sticker, and then just use the flower on the edge. Oh, I've got a wedding on Saturday, haven't I? Maybe that'll be nice just there. Because if you line them up well enough, you can't, once you've stuck them down, you can't actually tell that much that it's two stickers. It's the same with the box over here. There we go. Right, where's the boxes? bring in my boxes. I'm going to use this one to go over here. So that is one of my best friends, bless her. Booked her wedding during COVID in November. She got to maybe 5 days before the wedding and we went back into lockdown, and so she had to scramble around and she moved the wedding from the Tuesday to the Saturday so that she could still get married. And I was supposed to be a bridesmaid, but she ended up cancelling her bridesmaids so that her cousins could attend, because her cousins are like her sisters. I did speak to her about this and I was like, choose who's, you know, more important in your life. Like, they've been there all your life, whereas we've only been your friends for however long. So she did end up inviting her cousins. So I didn't get to celebrate with her on the day. And she did this whole speech about all her bridesmaids and how supported we've been. And she'd videoed it and sent it to us and stuff. And it was lovely. But at the same time, like, I've never had the opportunity to celebrate with her that she's actually got married. And she's had a real run of bad luck recently. So hopefully there will be no rain, because it is outside as well. So it would be nice for her if she can just have a gloriously sunny day celebrating her reasonably new marriage. They are still within their first year of marriage, and I really just am hoping that she has a whale of a time, because she's gone through an awful lot. I'm sure we all have, but you know, I really feel for her because she's also one of my closest friends and a wonderful human being. You know, when you find someone that's just one of your people, she's one of my people. But yeah, enough about her. But yeah, so there you go, little ramble about my life again there. I hope you don't mind those, because I don't tend to talk about my life too much. I'm quite, you know, quite the sort of person that like to keep private things private, and at the same time I'm like, the more I share, the more you'll get to know me, and it will help build community, which is what I set this channel up for, because I like meeting people that have things in common with me. I have literally only got one checklist left on this sheet, but I don't feel like I need it. So I don't know whether or not to use it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in on Sunday. I'm going to put it in down here, because undoubtedly Sunday's my planning day anyway. And then, what else have we got? Oh, I've used those. That's a shame. I can use these ones. Right, I'm going to use these 3 for work. And again, just try and switch the colours up a little bit so they're not all the same. I'm going to try and throw all the stickers at the page. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? This is what I tend to get distracted with. This is what happens when I talk so much, is that I just stick things down and then I forget what I'm doing. I might actually swap them around. I'm going to put that down there. So I'm going to use those for work. And then underneath that, I'm going to do my daughter's nursery, because I do that every week. I love these as well, because you've got like the faded pattern in the background. I don't know if you can see. So it's not just the border, it's also the pattern in the middle underneath, if you like, where you're going to write. They're just really pretty. I've seen some other shops do that as well, so that's not unique to this shop, but it is done quite well. How can you not be happy when you look at this kit as well? Just the colours of it and the characters. I'm not a minimalist planner by any means, that's for sure. I don't think I ever will be either, because I love all the stickers and all the washi tape. So I feel like they need some headers above them now, but I've used them all except the glitter ones. Typically. Just there, there and there. But I think I'm going to leave it. Right, swimming. We've got swimming. So take my little one swimming on a Friday. She's getting brave as well. I'm so proud of her recently. She was going through a phase of, I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm like, you can do it. You've just got to try, because that's the sort of mum I am. Just get on with it. And she's all of a sudden just started taking to it again. So it's really good to just be back in the water regularly. I'm just having a look at what deco I've got, because I've got, you know, there's some icons here, and then there's some deco sheets as well. And I'm just thinking about where I can use those, and if I need anything else. I don't think I need anything else, but I'm going to keep that sheet in my planner tucked into the front, just in case, you know, I happen to order anything online, which is quite likely, or if I need another box for anything. So I find that even, you know, in the middle of the week, I'll go, oh, I need a box. I could have put a box in there for that, and then I can go back and get them just more easily. So we're going to go for Wednesday relax, and I'll probably put in some like little deco type ones around that. I don't think you have any that are necessarily relaxing. Oh, I do my food shopping on a Thursday, so I'm going to use Eric, and I'm going to get a box. There you go. And see, already finding uses for more boxes. I feel like I need some more colour on this side. So I'm going to put yellow in there, and then I'm going to put little Eric in the corner with his shopping trolley. Because that's a new thing for me. I'd never had a regular food shopping day. I was always like, oh, I'll order it online at some point. And I never really got round to it. And then we would forever run out of food and be living on takeaways. And I wanted to stop that. So for the last 4 weeks, I've managed to go food shopping every Thursday, which is a challenge because some weeks I just really am not, you know, I'm not interested, but it's important, and it's one of my goals this quarter for me to try and improve things at home a little bit, and get my life together at home rather than just being all about all the other things I do. I plan on a Sunday, so I'm going to put in this little planner down here. In fact, I'm going to leave that up. Yeah, I'm going to put that up there so I can write my planning time in there. I do washing practically every day. We are bound to binge watch Netflix on a Tuesday evening after I've been to Cinnamon World. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I'll probably write what I've, you know, been watching, because that's what I tend to do. Right, I'm going to put that here. Because I meal plan and do my food shopping list. That's why I put Rosie there. Sorry, is on a Wednesday. So that's why I've put those in there. And then I'm just going to put some deco on, because I think otherwise I'm just getting into the nitty gritty of my week, and that's not necessarily what, you know, you came here to see. So I am going to put an Eric. I think I need an Eric on this side. I'm going to put Eric there next to my working box. I'm going to put a happy Rosie over here next to my friend's wedding arrangements. There's a little Rosie waving as well. She's cute. I'll have her waving over there in my me time. I've really got to look up the name for this snail. I keep forgetting. I don't know why. There's just something about it I keep forgetting. I'm going to put him there instead of a header. I'll put a little snail in there. There's loads of deco on here. You could literally just chuck it at your page. I'm actually going to put something up there in the corner. I've got a little chirping bird that I can put the other side. Just like trying to balance it out as well. So if you put something at one side, put it on the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I'm putting flowers in the middle. I started off with going, that's the sky, that's the sky, that's the ground, that's the ground, and look where I've ended up, putting flowers above my days of the week. But if it makes me happy. It's also just kind of trying to come up with different things, you know, so your spreads don't look the same every week, isn't it? Because you get into a rut. I read earlier, someone was saying, you know, I've completely fallen out of love with planning. It's just, I can't get back into it. We've all been there, you know, we've all decided I literally don't want to do planning anymore. Kind of had enough of it. you know, and I've skipped weeks and weeks in my planner before, but that's okay. Ladybird. I'll put Ladybird over here. I'm going to put the rainbow over here. No, I'm not. I'll put the rainbow in. And I think I'm about there, because otherwise I'm going to run out of room to actually write anything in it. I might just put this little tree in. I'd say I'm done, and then I just decide I'm going to put something else down. So yeah, there's my minimalist spread. If you haven't seen me before, I definitely don't do minimal planning. Right, and that is my week with Mundane Sunday. I have actually used an awful lot of the kit. So I've used a whole sheet there. That's about half a sheet, nearly all of the deco, about half a sheet of the boxes, and nearly all of that sheet as well. And actually, you could easily cut that out and just use those as plain date dots at any time. But that was really good fun for me. I've been smiling the whole way through this video, and it's just because this kit is so vibrant and pretty and cute, and I love the characters. But anyway, I hope that I wasn't too rambly. But if you did enjoy this video, then do come back and see me again. Hit the subscribe button to see when I upload new videos. Thanks very much for joining me. Take care. Bye.